With only 2 days left until the start of the NBA season, the Dallas Mavericks are still making moves as they look to lock down some of our younger talent long term. The other day on the channel, we talked about how Quentin Grimes was up for a contract extension from his rookie deal, and yesterday at the deadline for rookie contract extensions, nothing came through for Quentin Grimes, but we do have reports that Jaden Hardy got his extension, so we got a few more years of Hardy party. But it isn't a bad thing that Quentin Grimes didn't sign his extension. In fact, it could be a good thing. As well as Jaden Hardy signing his contract is also a good thing for the Dallas Mavericks. So in this video, we're going to take a look at all the reports and all the information that's going on with our younger guys. Why Jaden Hardy signing is a good thing. Why Quentin Grimes not signing can also be a good thing. But also, what does this mean for the rest of the roster as we get ready for the NBA season? How's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 13,751 subscribers, getting very close to that goal of 15,000 subs. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, the live streams, the watch-alongs, the giveaways, and the news vids, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But, like I said in the intro the other day on this channel, we made a video going over Quentin Grimes and why signing him is a priority, or at least what I think was a priority. He's a young talent that we got over the summer who looks like a complete upgrade from Josh Green, providing great defense, good offense, efficient offense at that, smart playmaking and decision-making, and he can really fit into this Dallas Mavericks roster long-term as in the next 3 to 4 years when Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson retire, as Luka Doncic starts to hit his peak, the younger guys that we have now are the ones that we're going to look to in the next few years to really step up and help keep this team competitive. And I truly believe that Quentin Grimes can be that player. And as far as Jaden Hardy goes, he had somewhat of a up and down start to his career. Not really up and down per se, but he had a lot of promise for the Dallas Mavericks, showing signs of amazing scoring, efficient scoring, and his playmaking has improved. His defense still has room to improve, but as far as what we've seen in preseason, he is miles ahead of where he was at the end of last season. Not to say Jaden Hardy wasn't a good player. We did see flashes of greatness in the playoffs, especially in the Timberwolves series, as well as in the finals, that in moments that we need Jaden Hardy to step up, he answers the call. But to go over the reports, it was reported yesterday that the Dallas Mavericks guard Jaden Hardy has agreed to a 3-year, $18 million rookie contract extension, sources tell ESPN. Hardy, 22, has averaged 7.9 points during his 2 seasons in Dallas. And I'm not going to lie, I thought we had one more year of Jaden Hardy before we had to talk about extension. So it's good to know that Jaden Hardy is going to be here for another 3 years and on a very team-friendly deal. $6 million a year, total of $18 million. And there's 2 reasons why that's a good thing. One, Jaden Hardy is showing promise. Jaden Hardy is showing that he is actually growing as a player. He's making the progress. He's taking those steps to maybe one day replace Kyrie Irving, or maybe just one day be that de facto shooting guard that we have in our starting lineup. Regardless of what his future looks like with the Dallas Mavericks, he is trending in the right direction. So of course you want to give him a team-friendly contract, because we don't want to cross that first apron, of course. But the contract, I think, is a good contract for Jaden Hardy, something that he can play up to for his following contract if he stays on the Dallas Mavericks. But that's if he stays on the Dallas Mavericks, because that 3-year, $18 million contract, if Jaden Hardy plays above that this year, we could definitely keep him, but that could also be a trade piece down the road. And although I'm not on board of trading anybody right now, I'm not even thinking about trades, but we do have to be honest with ourselves. If down the road, come February, if the team needs to make a few tweaks, if there's a trade package out there that the Dallas Mavericks just can't resist and it involves Jaden Hardy, $18 million is a pretty easy contract to move, as opposed to the contract that we gave Josh Green, where we really had to wait until the offseason to move in lieu to get Klay Thompson. So signing Jaden Hardy, in my opinion, was the right move. It was the good move. I think that contract is fair for him as he continues to prove himself to potentially work for a bigger contract. And if things go in a completely different direction, that's a contract that we could potentially move. There are people out there that believe that we should keep Jaden Hardy long term. There's also people out there that feel like we should probably trade him. A lot of people think Jay-Z and Gortman can replace Jaden Hardy, which I'm not sold on just yet. I want more of that Hardy party, and I believe that he has a lot to prove, and there's a lot more that he can bring to the Dallas Mavericks for this upcoming season. But, I could talk about it, but I could also show you, me and Jaden Hardy, we go way back, hanging out at Kroger, taking a little flick. I had to tell him, hey, man, when you go in for negotiations, go for that 3-year, $18 million. It's a perfect number. It's just right for you. Don't take nothing less. And hey, it sounds like he took my advice. But in other news, the other young talent that also needed a rookie contract extension was Quentin Grimes. And the report came out saying that Quentin Grimes and the Dallas Mavericks didn't come to terms on a contract extension deal. Grimes will enter free agency as a restricted free agent. Now, this is not a bad thing. Players that want to bet on themselves and want to go into free agency before they go into free agency will try to prove themselves during that NBA season. And with Quentin Grimes being on a new team with the Dallas Mavericks, a whole new system, he can really show other teams, hey, I just joined this new team. I was helping them win a championship. If we win a championship, I was helping them just at least make a deep playoff run. I am Quentin Grimes. This is what I can do. So obviously, as a restricted free agent, we have the chance to match any offer sheet that he may get from another team. If he does play very, very well, that'll only help us do very well in this upcoming season, potentially make the finals. And if he plays that well, where other teams are offering him max contracts and we don't want to match that, hey, Quentin Grimes, thank you for balling out for us this year. We don't want to match it, but good luck wherever you go. If he doesn't play well, and I don't think he's not going to play well. I think Quentin Grimes will have a great season with the Dallas Mavericks for all the reasons I've already stated before. He's an excellent ball handler. He plays great defense. Basketball IQ is up there with other players on this team. He doesn't really play like he's new in the league. He plays like he's been here before, a professional through and through. And if for whatever reason he fails to really command a lot of money in the open market, that'll only help the Dallas Mavericks as we can still bring him back for the next few years on a more team-friendly deal. Like I said with Jaden Hardy, we're not trying to get over that first apron. We're not trying to even touch that first apron. So whatever Quentin Grimes does this season for whatever money that he may command, I think it'll definitely be worth it for the Dallas Mavericks to try their best to match that offer sheet. But if it's something outrageous and crazy, obviously you don't want to go over that first apron, like I said. You don't want to go in the luxury tax. If Quentin Grimes is offered a max contract, go right ahead. But I'd love to see Quentin Grimes on this team long term. I saw a lot of promise in preseason, but I'd love to see after this full season with Quentin Grimes, I want to see what he looks like in the next few years. The same reason for Jaden Hardy. In the next few years when guys retire, these young guys are going to be here to replace them. And I would love to see the development of players like Quentin Grimes. But another thing that we definitely want to take a look at is this right here that I find pretty interesting. This is the payroll for the entire Dallas Mavericks. It isn't quite updated yet with Jaden Hardy's new contract. But if we take a look, there is a player with an expiring contract that we don't currently have an extension on that could open up some money for us if Quentin Grimes is commanding a little bit more. And that player is Dante Exum. Now, Dante Exum had a pretty good season with us last year. It's unfortunate that he's hurt right now and he's not going to be able to play with us till January. But that's $3 million off the books next year that we can put towards someone like Quentin Grimes. And obviously, we just signed Jaden Hardy, Jason Gortman as well. He's on a two-way contract. But with Dante Exum being the only contract that we can just walk away from, we don't have to trade him. We don't have to even give him a contract. We could just let him go off into free agency and focus more on Quentin Grimes, or just maybe in February a trade goes through. We may trade Quentin Grimes for someone else, and that money from Dante Exum can go to that player regardless of what happens. The money looks pretty good from top to bottom if you take a look here, and who knows what could happen. I mean, obviously, Nico Harrison, he's the mastermind behind everything that happens with his team. He's going to make it work so we can stay competitive, keep good talent for the future, but also not have to go into that apron, into the luxury tax that'll hurt us long term. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Quentin Grimes deserves a bigger contract? Do you think we should assign him for a team-friendly deal? Let me know what you guys are thinking, because I'm totally fine with how everything went yesterday. But let's have a conversation about it down in the comment section. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for being so far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway. The winner will be announced the first week of November. We'll do a little live stream for that. But we are going live this Thursday for the season opener. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out. You definitely want to be there. But till then, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.